Nicksick addressed the speculation surrounding Khamzat Chimaev potentially missing weight at UFC 328. Nicksick said that even if Chimaev had come in overweight, Sean Strickland still would have taken the fight. They were more concerned about taking a percentage of Khamzat's purse. In an interview with MMAfighting.com, Nicksick said, "Well, let's start off with this. He's the 185-pound champ. That's your division, right? So it's either vacate or defend. Simple as that. If you're vacating the belt and moving up in weight, then by all means. But as far as I'm concerned, you're the 185-pound champ. You have a duty to defend that belt, and you have a duty to be able to make the weight." Now, the whole weight situation, it's not like, oh, he didn't make the weight and this and that. People forget. I don't know what Khamzat was getting paid. That's 20% or 30%. That's a big fine. That money goes into Sean's pocket. That's all we cared about was like, yo, we want that fine money. We want that tax, baby. Other than that, it is what it is. We were going to fight regardless. He could have been 5 pounds over. Sean was going to take the fight regardless. It doesn't matter, but that's a good chunk of change had he been missing weight, and we would have got a little bit more money off that. I don't give a shit, man. I don't care. Yesterday, bodybuilder and powerlifter Larry Wheels was streaming with Cutman Tate. Tate claimed that any professional lightweight MMA fighter would be able to take Larry down, which Larry strongly disagreed with. As it turns out, Larry ended up finding out the hard way.
Bro, you gonna get up.
But now when the guy's 125 pounds against me, it's not hard. It's not hard at all. Having 260 pounds of mass, bro, he can't move that.
You're not gonna win, Larry. Listen.
I mean, he had to prove a point.
I'm telling you, you're gonna top out. You're gonna see.
I can beat your easily.
Why do weight classes exist?
There's levels to this. Wait, get away from him. Oh, that's over.
10 seconds. Damn, like that.
God damn, Larry. Yep, it's over. It's over.
It was right. Also my aura. I'm done, dude.
What happened? That was crazy.
I'm about to cry, Tate.
Dude, no, why? For what?
I'm about to cry.
Bro, it wasn't that bad.
I got out, man.
Dude, did you see when the guy picked you up and like was twirling you around? Yeah, this big right here.
Ronda Rousey went off on Khamzat Chimaev yesterday during the Netflix press conference ahead of her fight with Gina Carano tomorrow. Before UFC 328, Khamzat criticized Ronda for speaking negatively about the UFC and fighter pay, saying she would be nothing without the promotion.
Ronda Rousey was on UFC. She was at one of the highest paid athletes in the UFC before Cormier came.
No, she was. She was like the first superstar when
First, I hate people who are ungrateful. Anyway, if they say good, not pay good, they say. But if you don't like it, don't fight. She was Olympic champ. What she did get from hungry people's
0.
Rob the the other guy, Canadian from Canada.
Yeah, McDonald.
McDonald. He did spaghetti al dias, bro. He throw him there, throw him here,
Yeah.
like.
They fought?
Yeah, bro. He throw him everywhere like spaghetti.
I asked you on Monday how you felt about some critics out there who are hearing you talk about fighter pay, hearing you talk about the sport, about the UFC. Fighters like Khamzat Chimaev, who was on camera criticizing, saying that you're essentially biting the hand that fed you back in the day, that you're coming across as ungrateful for everything that they did for you. What is your response to those people?
Well, I would want to make something abundantly clear, and that's that I owe Dana and the Fertittas immensely, and I would be caught dead before you ever heard me say a bad thing about any of them. But my loyalty is to them and not the company they sold. And I do not owe TKO's UFC a damn thing. And Left Lip Lincoln is just hating because at his press conference for his fight, people are asking about me and my fight because no one gives a about his ineffectual wrestle fests. And people are actually, they can't stop talking about this fight because it's so stacked, and they're actually excited to see me fight because unlike Kumquat, I have 100% finish rate.
Quick pause before we keep going. If you're watching Full Mount MMA, you're already locked into MMA news. But if you're betting on fights and still guessing, you don't need to. Homa Fight Picks is doing the work most people won't. Hours of tape study, match breakdowns, and line shopping for every single card. The Homa Fight Picks Discord went up over 130 units in 2025 alone, with a 3-year proven track record of profits. This isn't parlays for clicks, it's disciplined betting. They're letting Full Mount viewers check out the Discord for free this weekend. Just use the link in the bio to join the best betting Discord in combat sports for free. If you're already watching MMA every week, you might as well be betting it the smart way. Alright, back to the news. EA Sports gave Jiri Prochazka his own unique movement in UFC 6. Demetrious Johnson says he has absolutely no interest in returning to MMA competition. Mighty Mouse explained that a lot of fighters struggle to retire because making money in the sport eventually becomes too comfortable and difficult to walk away from.
Would you be interested if Netflix was like Demetrious Johnson, make a one-fight return? One fight deal, come on.
They couldn't pay me enough. Just like you said, when it comes to Real American Freestyle, they couldn't pay me enough to come out of retirement and do a mixed martial arts fight.
But you'll do a RAF?
No, I wouldn't do RAF either. I wouldn't. I think my days of competing are gone. Do you think that is a reason why it's hard for some athletes to stop fighting? I think it is. It's very hard to do that. When it comes to fighting, it's very easy. All I gotta do is train, drink water, sleep, and then when it's time to fight, you go out there, you beat the bricks off somebody, you're getting a 6-figure check, maybe for you, maybe 7, maybe 8 figures. There's no easier way to make money as an athlete. But when it comes to like, man, I gotta think of, I got Platinum Perry tequila. I gotta make sure that the brew is right. I gotta make sure to, sell it and all that stuff. And then the check comes, you're like, this was for $5,000. What the f? Like, I go beat somebody's and get, a 7-figure check.
Oh my God.
That's why I feel it's hard for athletes to stop fighting, because that velocity of money is so damn easy for us.
Alexander Volkanovski and the Korean Zombie recently linked up in South Korea. Volk posted footage of them sparring. Khamzat Chimaev posted footage of himself running last night, just 4 days after losing the middleweight title to Sean Strickland. Arman Tsarukyan pranks his friend while he was getting a haircut.
Что такое, Рус? Я думал, что он делает.
Francis Ngannou is set to face Felipe Lins tomorrow on Netflix. In an interview with Daniel Cormier, Francis revealed that during his time in the UFC, there was a point where his ego had been damaged so badly that he was ready to walk away from fighting altogether. Ngannou says he wanted out of his contract and was even prepared to return to working on a farm in Africa.
That the UFC did, we get to the point that I feel it hits my ego. I feel like I wasn't respected.
Yeah.
And at that point, I think that was the moment that I'm like, okay, I think I'm getting out of this contract, like first. And then when something touched my ego, I don't care about anything. And at the time, I'm like, okay, I don't care if this is gonna be the end of my career. If this means I'm going back to Africa to farm, at least I can buy some machine to farm. I'm gonna do something. You know, I can do something else and still make it. It's not, I mean, I think my success is not about the sport. I think it's about my personality, and I can implement that in everything that I can do and still do it. So it's gonna be my way. And I think that's what they didn't understand at times. They underestimate, and they still kind of like come harder and harder, like want to pressure me. I wasn't just the right guy to deal with that way, you know, like to force to want to like over to pressure.
Derrick Lewis posted footage of the moment Dana White called him and told him Donald Trump wanted him on the White House card, where Derrick is set to fight Josh Hokett.
Brother, I'm actually sitting here with the president, and he literally, after Trump wants to fight, he looks at me and says, why is Derrick Lewis not on the White House card? I swear to God, I said you get it figured out. He wants you at the White House. I want to be at the White House. Appreciate it. All right. We'll get it done, my brother. All right, thank you. Oh, my goodness. Well, when is the White House card?
While filming ALF Reality, Daniel Cormier accused Jon Jones of being gay. The two also mocked each other over emotional moments from their past. Jon took a shot at DC for crying after their 2017 fight, and DC fired back by bringing up the press conference where Jon became emotional after failing a drug test.
All the gay stuff is crazy, man. All the gay, this is crazy, this guy. This guy's gay, man. This guy right here is gay, bro. Dude's gay, bro.
They horrible. Come every night.
Look what he doing,
sleep
man.
Together.
He gesturing, emotioning about men. I never did none of that. I didn't do that.
Come on.
What makes you laugh?
I laugh when DC's crying.
Did you know he was gonna say that?
Oh, yeah, but I also laugh when he's crying. I've seen him do that a number of times also. I've seen him cry too. Like, yeah, that's always fun. But I've seen him cry. Oh yeah, he did. The dope, yeah, he did cry over the drug man. When the drug man showed up to his house, he started crying. I'm just telling you the truth. It was over a man name. It wasn't a woman that showed up to tell his ass.
And that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's in reference to King Green almost getting into a fight with rapper Almighty J. It's from Bruce Bowles. It says MMA dudes should start putting their hands on these fools who suffer from a superiority complex. The second one's from Dark Teleport. It says rapper was about to shit his pants. And the final one's in reference to Luke Rockhold saying he thought Khamzat Chimaev beat Sean Strickland. It's from Robert Rivera III. It says Rockhold definitely lost money on the Strickland fight. If you want to be featured in our next video, all you have to do is drop a comment down below. Also be sure to check out our latest video essay on why MMA fans are turning on Dana White. It's on screen right now. And as always, thanks for watching.